the Pretty Tarot YouTube channel, and this is the Leo January 2018 reading. I already got the cards here on the table because I was trying to do the video before and had some technical difficulties, so the video got stopped. And so now I have to start all over again, but I'm not going to reshuffle the cards for anybody's satisfaction, just so you can feel like I didn't pick these cards out. Can't make this stuff up. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. If it does, it does. I've been doing this long enough for y'all to know I'm sincere. And it is what it is. But anyway, so 2018 readings are coming up because this is the final January reading. And for those of you who are new to the channel, general readings can apply to different areas of your life. Love life, jobs, career, health, family stuff, financial situations, whatever. It all depends on the energy of the cards. But because it's a general reading, it may or it may not apply to every single last one of you Leos out there, because there's so many of you and you all have unique energy and unique situations. Not one Leo out there has the exact same natal chart or birth chart. So that means you all are not going to be able to 100% resonate with this reading, if at all. Some of you will, some of you won't. If you want a reading that 100% resonates with you, seek out a personal reading with me from prettytarot.com. You can book me there. If any of you are interested in supporting the free videos in this channel, you can go to paypal.me/prettytarot and know that you guys appreciate it. This reading applies not only to the Leo sun sign, but also to the rising, the moon, and the Venus and Mars in my readings, because we're not just our sun sign energy. We also we connect with the energy in our other areas of our chart, okay? And some readers, they don't go by Venus and Mars, but I do, because I know quite a few people who have other signs dominating those areas of their chart, and they act like those signs, and they can also sometimes resonate with the readings from those signs. So I have a Virgo, Venus and Mars, and a moon, so half the time I probably act like a Virgo, and also I can sometimes relate to the Virgo readings, or a lot of times, or whatever, okay? I know people who have like a Taurus, Venus and Mars, or a Leo, Venus and Mars, and they can resonate with those readings sometimes, or they act like those signs a lot of times, okay? These people even come up in my readings as those signs, they don't even come up as their sun signs half the time. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But most of the time they come up as their Venus and Mars, and it's just interesting. So that's why in my readings you can connect with the Venus and Mars here, okay? If it's dominant, not if it's maybe one sign, you may not, okay? So, Leo, you guys, you got the Knight of Cups here, in which you guys are either anticipating making an offer to someone, or you're anticipating receiving an offer from someone. One that may be of an emotional nature, one that may just be one that affects the feelings, okay? But it looks like you're trying to prepare to make this offer or receive this offer. But I'm thinking you're preparing to make the offer versus receive it, simply because you're trying to be prepared. And this person here, they're taking a rest from the work that they have done so far and the work that they still should be doing, okay? So I don't want to say they're slacking off, but it's a possibility that you could be slacking off with what it is that you need to be doing in order to prepare. Or you just may be tired and worn out and maybe just needed to take a rest or take a break, okay? Because you need that downtime to recover and to be prepared for this next step that you're going to make, that maybe it will change the way you or someone else feel, but it's regarding an offer that you're going to make, or may even possibly receive, but I feel like you're going to make it yourself. And it's relating to a desire for victory or success, or maybe a desire to travel or get somewhere at least, maybe even a possible engagement. And it's regarding this earth sign, which could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I'm sorry if I sound nasally, but I'm still kind of dealing with sinus congestion. You know, it's been cold and all this stuff. But anyway, yeah, so it's relating to this earth sign, which could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or this could be someone who has earth in their chart, okay? So they may have earth energy in their chart, the same way I mentioned to you that I got a lot of Virgo in my chart. That's a lot of earth energy in my chart, okay? So, and it's not saying that it's about me, but I'm just saying, you know, so it's either an earth sign or it's somebody with earth in their chart. It also could be someone, if it's not an earth sign or someone with earth in their chart, then it's someone who they appear to be stable, they appear to be secure, they appear to have themselves together, they appear to have money, they appear to have security or whatever. They appear to be nurturing. They may be someone who has children, or they could be a parent of your own. It also could be someone who they don't like to waste or recycle. You know, they don't like to waste anything, so they recycle, you know, meaning they're green, you know, that kind of thing. There's someone who is, you know, organized, or they manage things well. They definitely may manage money well, you know, and finances well. They may be responsible, you know. They also could come off as someone who may appear to be stubborn at times. But they are grounded and down to earth. This is someone who, like I said, they may be nurturing to others as well. And they may like nature as well, I may mention. So they may like nature as well, you know, trees, the woods, animals, those kind of things, okay? So that's other characteristics you may be able to identify with this person as, if they are not an earth sign or someone with earth in their chart, okay? Now, what's hanging over the situation here, Leo, is that you kind of are at a standstill here, or you've come to a halt. You also could be guarded because you feel like you can't see what's coming up ahead. And, you know, because you don't know what to expect and you can't see what's coming up ahead, you kind of got your guard up, or you've kind of come to a halt or a standstill, you know, or a stalemate in some form. And therefore, like I said, once again, you're taking a rest or taking a break or taking a vacation from this, whatever it is could be, okay? Because it's, you know, something that you're just not sure about yet, or you just can't see what's coming up or what's ahead, you know? Now, what's underlying the situation, though, Leo, is that you may be able to see things for the way they really are now, or you may be wanting to see things for the way they really are. You may be wanting to see some truth, or truth may be coming out in some form, or you know, it could be an announcement that may be made, or may be coming up, or it may be anticipated. And whatever this is, though, this truth, or being able to see things for the way they really are, or these details coming out, or the announcement, it's going to change your luck, though, in some form. In the recent past, though, Leo, you seem to be concerned about or desiring to have contentment or success, or to have it all, to have all your ducks in a row, or to gain whatever this is that would bring you contentment or happiness, or whatever it is you feel having it all. In this case, this person has you know, a partner and children and a beautiful home back there, and you know, they have, like I said, all their cups in a row. And that could be, you know, something you were desiring to have, or wanting to have, or were trying to go for. And this is over like the past few weeks or the past few months, maybe even over the past year, maybe beyond that for some of you. But for, you know, it seemed to have been something that was difficult for you to get off the ground, or difficult for you to start, or it could have started out being difficult for you for whatever reason, okay? Maybe it was difficult for you to grasp the concept of having it all, or what it is to have it all. Who knows? But in the present position here, though, Leo, you look like you are expecting to receive some kind of kindness or generosity or some help or assistance, or maybe you're looking to give it. Whether you're looking to give it or receive it, kindness, careness, or generosity or assistance of some form, um, it's regarding either this air sign, which could be a Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini, or it's someone with air in their chart, whether it's in their rising, their moon, their Venus, their Mars, or whatever. It's also someone who could come off as being someone who thinks with their head over their heart. They're not as in touch with their feelings and their emotions, They're more likely to go by rationale, thoughts, facts, research. They're more head over the heart. And there's someone who they may be book smart or something like that. Someone who also they may be stubborn too, or they may come off as appearing to be cold at times because they're not as in touch with feelings and emotions. They're also someone who they're very straightforward and they're blunt, so they may come off as rude or tactless in their communication. This also could be that maybe you need to get focused and cut away what no longer serves your purpose in order to gain generosity or kindness, or to give generosity or kindness. But I feel like this is possibly more so about an air sign or someone with air in their chart who you want to gain some sort of kindness and generosity with, or who you want to offer some sort of generosity or kindness to. Okay. In your concerns though, it appears that you're not focused. So it could be that, you may need to get focused, right? And cut away what no longer serves your purpose. But here is, you're concerned about the fact that you haven't been focused. You may be daydreaming, fantasizing, or you may have had, a lot on your plate. You may have too many options. Whatever it is, you're not very clear about what it is you want, and you could be confused as well about what it is you want because you just have too much going on here, okay? You also could be wasting time because you're here laying on this bench, and you're not necessarily making any moves or getting anything done because of these options or all these ideas or ideals that you are that are on your mind, and it's regarding some sort of communication that needs to be made, or there's an announcement that needs to be made, okay? Your outside influence here in your situation is definitely, once again, this earth sign or this person with earth in their chart, or the other characteristics that I mentioned before in the beginning of the reading. But they're the outside influence of your situation because it looks like you want to move things up to the next level with them, depending on what's going on in your situation. So it may be, if you were just talking to them, maybe you want to seriously start dating them. If you're dating them already, maybe you figured out you're more serious about them and now you want to get in a relationship with them. And if you already been in a relationship with them, it could be maybe you want to get engaged to them or get married or whatever this is. If you're already married to them, maybe you want to have a child with them. Whatever it could be with them that you want to move up to this next level. Maybe you want to become partners with them in a business or something, whatever it could be. It's just something. But it looks like they're also holding something that is valuable to you, okay? It could also be you have this desire to be sitting there in this chair with whatever this coin is that you're holding in your hands that is valuable to you. So maybe you want a promotion or a raise, or just to move up to that next upper echelon, because this is someone who appears to have it all, someone who appears to have themselves together, someone who appears to have security in their life and stable and secure, grounded financially in every way possible, really, So it could be that's what you're desiring for yourself, or you really just desire for things to move up to this next level with this particular person, okay? That may have earth energy, or they may be an earth sign, or they match the other characteristics that I mentioned. Now, your obstacles and your challenge here, Leo, is that you feel left out in the cold, or you feel like you don't quite have enough. or the situation is not enough. So maybe you feel like you don't have enough financially, or maybe you feel like you are neglected or feeling alone, or maybe you're being isolated, or maybe you're forgotten, maybe someone's not doing with you, maybe you are feeling down and out, maybe you're not feeling well, or your health is not well, whatever this could be. But people have to remember there is always help available, because this is a church these people are standing in front of. So they can always go in and seek the warmth and comfort and be welcomed, and also be helped and be given assistance in some form, you know. So there's always some way to reverse this feeling. But whatever this is, you feel like it's larger than life itself. It's a huge giant that you feel is larger than itself. However, you probably want to stay on top of it. You may want to stay on top of the competition. You may want to try to manage to make things work and get things accomplished or done, and just stay on top of things. But like I said, you may be feeling like you don't have everything you need to do that, or you may be feeling like you just don't have it in you to do that, or you don't have everything you need to do that. However, there's always a way. There's always a way. There's always help. There's always assistance. There's always someone to care. But you're struggling with this idea that you can't quite tackle whatever this large problem, or this complication, or this whatever this is that feels like it's larger than life, whether that's financially or in other areas of your life, whether it's a love life issue or health, whatever it could be, okay? So that's an obstacle and challenge for you, Leo, in this month. But you kind of expect, though, that you're going to be juggling, and you're going to try to make things work out and manage things. But be careful that with this juggling, though, that you don't miss out on your ships coming through, because you're trying so hard to juggle and balance out, whether it's finances, responsibilities, opportunities, people, personal situations, whatever it could be. But you're expecting that you're going to have to do this, whether it's robbing and pay Peter, robbing Paul and pay Peter, or whatever it could be. You're expecting you have to juggle things to try to make things work, or try to keep things balanced. But like I said, a juggling act can wear people down eventually, and people can't carry it on forever. But even though you expect to juggle things and try to make things work, you also kind of expect this is going to burden you, and that you need to cut this burden away. It's going to stress you out, and you need to cut this out, because it's going to stress you out. In the future position, now, Leo, between now and the next few weeks or the next few months here, it looks like you are going to try to hang in there, it seems. And this is an interesting thing that I have here, because it looks like there's either a need to end something that possibly cannot be revived unless a miracle, or like a miracle happens, or you somehow break this with a magic spell or magic kiss or whatever, because this is Sleeping Beauty laying here in this bed, in which everybody knows about that fable that Sleeping Beauty can only be revived and woken up from this deep sleep, that seems to end her fate or whatever, by this prince that comes and give her a kiss, a magical kiss that will wake her up, because it's a curse she's under that has caused her demise or whatever, or her potential demise. So you're probably thinking that you want to try to hang in here, but you're thinking it's a possibility that things may still possibly come to an end or need to end, or that maybe you're hanging in there because you feel like there's still potential for the situation to be revived. You probably can see better that it's not an end at all, that there's potential for the situation to be revived, but you're going to have to work your magic here, and you're going to have to hang in here to do that, or you're going, what I'm saying, if that makes any sense to any of you. You also possibly could have some hang-ups, though, for some of you that could cause you to end the situation. Where some of you could be hanging in there because you're looking for ideas or ways to either end the situation or to prevent a situation from ending or coming to a demise, okay? Or looking for ways to revive a situation that may have seemed dead or seemed like it's not able to be revived. But I feel like for some of you, you know, this doesn't necessarily have to come to an end, and you may be trying to hang in there for this, you know, or waiting for the shoe to drop, or just hanging in there, trying to work something out because maybe you understand that there's a way to revive the situation, okay? Now, the outcome that you guys have here, Leo, is you're going to, you know, either receive or make some sort of communication, like I said, that is of an emotional kind or that will affect the way you or someone else feels, you know, but it appears that, you know, you are going to be the one to be the winner here, or like you're going to like empower yourself in some form so that you can make this communication, you know what I'm saying, so that you can receive this communication or make this communication or this offer of whatever sort it is, okay? I'm just kind of seeing if there's any other way to, you know, kind of put a spin on this, but because this is you know what I'm saying? This is a fire sign here. It's possible that there also could be another fire sign that you may communicate some sort of feelings or emotions to, or you may make some sort of emotional offer to, or you may offer something that may affect the way they feel, or they may offer something that affects the way you feel. And if it is another fire sign, you know, another Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries or something, or someone with fire in their chart, you know, then that would be your outcome. That maybe you choose to go with someone entirely different, like an air sign. And I mean, not an air sign, but another, and it could be another air sign since I said it, but it also could be a fire sign as well. But I also feel like the potential is that you kind of choose to empower yourself here in the situation and be in control of the situation and maybe do you, and, you know, communicate as you know you plan to communicate to this other person, possibly the earth sign or the person with earth in their chart, or the other characteristics that were mentioned, okay? So you guys will kind of know how this resonates with you. And I'm just going to leave that at that, okay? I'm not going to clarify that any further. But what I will say is, while I'm shuffling up the advice cards here to give you guys advice, is that for each of you, like I said, because you're unique individuals with unique energy in your natal and birth charts, and no one has the exact same energy or the exact same situation. Many of you, though, may have very similar situations. So if you get a personal reading, you can discover and find out what specifically is going to go down for you guys, or what's coming up for you guys as an outlook and as an outcome, okay? Otherwise, many of you may resonate with this, some of you may not, but if you do or you don't, if you want to know what is specific to you and specific advice for you, instead of going by what's for the whole and general entire sign of Leo, definitely seek out a personal reading with me, okay? So that's important for me to say. But ooh, I got a couple of cards to pop here. And like I was saying before in the beginning, for those of you who are interested in supporting my channel, go to paypal.me/prettytarot, and thank you to those who have already supported this channel, okay? You guys are much appreciated. Now, you guys have the Four of Air here, which definitely indicates, like I said, once again, that you guys are seeking to take a rest, seeking to take a break, or seeking to take a vacation because you need one. Okay? And it just says, you know, you guys have time to rest or time to take a vacation. It's interesting that those popped out. Or I can even shuffle those popped out. But yeah, and it says allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide the answers. Okay? You also have the Sun card. And the Sun card always is an indicator that, you know, you're focused on your happiness and you desire happiness. Okay? Small portion of you, sometimes it has things to do with, you know, desire for children too. But this is, I believe, mostly about your happiness. Okay, so the card says happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas lead to success. Have confidence in yourself, okay? The other cards that you guys have that popped out of this deck here, the other deck for you, partnerships and love, okay? So you have the partnerships and love card. This is definitely an indicator that partnerships and love is definitely affecting your life, or it's something that you desire, and you may be seeking harmony in that area of your life. And you got, you know, the stars are aligning this for you, because it is what you desire. So it's something that you have coming up, but you need to also pay attention to the truth here, okay? Maybe you need to be honest with yourself, or maybe you need to be honest with others, whatever that could mean. Or maybe you need to get to the truth of the heart of the matter. Maybe you need to take some time to think about what it is that needs to be paid attention to, or what needs to be said, or just really pay attention. Just really, maybe for some of you, maybe you need to acknowledge the truth. Maybe you need to see the truth. Maybe you need to, like I said, figure out what is the truth. Are you being true to yourself? Are you being true to others? Are you being sincere? Are others being sincere with you? Are you being sincere with each other? Or what do you really want? You know, what do you really want? Maybe you need to take some time to figure out what you really want, because you guys have this thing where, you know, you have some options that, you know, you need to kind of like go over, and it's causing you not know what you want, and you guys are juggling, trying to make things work, but you know it's causing you a burden. You know, you can't keep juggling forever, and you can't keep avoiding the fact that you know you need to make a choice. So maybe you need to investigate your choices and options. Maybe you need to be honest, though, as well with yourself. You know, are you being honest? Are you being sincere? Are you being honest with others? You know, are they being honest with you? But whatever it is, get to the bottom of the truth of it all, okay? Because it's going to help you in this situation. It's going to help you be able to move forward and know what it is you need to do, and what it is you want to do, and who it is that you're going to deal with or be involved with or whatever. Now it says if you believe, okay, so if there's something that you want, whatever this is that you're, you know, because you guys are focusing on having it all, happiness, contentment, a change of luck, you know, and I feel like you also need to be honest about what it is that you really want, you know. What really will bring you happiness and content, you know? What will really make you feel like you're going to get this change of luck as well, you know? But if you believe that you can have something, then you will. You know, what you believe is what you can manifest for yourself. Actually, I kind of want to go with this card here. Interesting card. But you have to have some faith. You have to have some faith. Because if you believe it, you can have it. But you have to have some faith. And you have to know what you want as well if you're going to, you know, manifest something or achieve something. You guys have the decorate card here. To me, that decorate card, because you see this bird is wearing like a crown, and they're wearing a necklace or jewelry or whatever that could be, you know, they got themselves adorned in beauty and things like that. So it could be saying to you guys to get spiffy, make yourself look nice, make yourself look more presentable, make yourself more appealing, you know, or make your surroundings more appealing, or your life more appealing, or the you know, the I feel like it kind of resonates in the same sense of, there's another card that says change the scenery if you don't like the way it looks or whatever, but this is more about you though, because you got little fairies and things, you know. They're the ones that are over here like dressing this bird up and putting a crown on their head and these necklaces and stuff like that. So maybe you need to pay more attention to yourself and, you know, dress yourself up, you know, make yourself look nicer, make yourself more appealing, you know, potentially. I'm not, you know, you guys will kind of know how that resonates with you, because it's quite an interesting card. And this one says start anew. You know, it says start anew. So maybe, and this is interesting because between now and the next few weeks, you're hanging in there because there's something that could end, but you're hanging in there, I feel like, because you feel like the situation could be revived, because this is Sleeping Beauty here. And she's not dead, she just actually needs to be revived. But it's going to take this prince to come in and kiss her to revive her, to wake her up, to work. So this prince has to come in and work his magic to revive the situation, you know. It's not completely dead, though you may think it needs to die or it may needs to end, who knows. But this says start anew, you know. And I feel like it's the same thing as, even though something could end, you revive it. But when you revive something, you don't revive it back to what it was. You revive it because then it would end again. It would have the same issues to come up and just like kill it again, or damn it, you know, excuse my language, or to darn near kill it, you know. And I'm watching my language because YouTube sometimes comes in and it messes with my videos talking about the language, and their little bots or whatever, their language bots are confused, and I always have to get them to go in and fix the videos. But anyway, yeah, when you're trying to refresh a situation or revive something, you have to change the dynamics of it. You can't quite leave it exactly the same as it was, or continue to do the same things, or continue to make the same mistakes, or continue to make the same errors, or to continue to look at a person the same, or to have them look at you the same, or to do the same things that put you at this place in the first place, for the situation to have to end because you couldn't continue to move forward that way, right? So if you really truly want to hang in there to revive a situation, and you're going to have to start anew, and that's the advice you have. Start anew. Not, you know, meaning, in order to revive this, you have to come with a fresh outlook, come with a fresh perspective. Be willing to be different this time. Be willing to talk it out that you and whoever else this is that you're dealing with, whether it's one person or more than one person, whatever the situation involves, that you're willing, that you're both, or whoever this is, it could be a family situation for all I know, or maybe it's between you and someone you're dealing with, or more than one person, that if you're going to give this another chance, if you're going to give this a chance to work out, you got to try a different approach, a new approach, a fresh approach. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. Neither of you. Either of you. Okay? So that message was for somebody. And guys will know how this resonates with you, okay? Alrighty. When you do different things, you get different results. You keep doing the same things, you're going to get the same results. Just got to say that. Okay, so I'm doing romance cards for those of you who this situation may, if this reading resonates with you in regards to your love life situation, I'm going to pull romance cards so that you guys can get a little bit more insight on that. Okay. Now, sometimes the romance cards can resonate on a general level with any situation because the messages can be so general for that reason. However, if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But this is mostly about the love life part. Okay. Now, the card says soulmate. Okay, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, yes, this is your soulmate. So, whoever this is that you're dealing with, whoever this is that you may be concerned about dealing with or whatever, this is probably your soulmate. Because it's saying it is. So take that into account. And if you guys know anything about soulmates, we have tons of soulmates in this world. However, when you come across one, don't be mistaken and think that soulmate means that it's going to necessarily be easy. No, soulmates are kind of meant to help us grow spiritually and help us grow in life. And sometimes soulmates are meant to teach us because you have different kind of soulmates. Now, I'm a firm believer that just because somebody's a soulmate, though, doesn't mean you have to put up with a nonsense situation or a ridiculous situation or put up with people's, crap just because they're a soulmate and vice versa. But it does mean, though, that you might want to put a little more effort into the situation because a soulmate is someone who helps you grow. And they are someone you can grow with, okay? And those challenges usually come with some issues, which is why you encounter a soulmate in the first place, because you're meant to have some spiritual growth. You're meant to grow. And you may be meant to grow together, or you may be meant to, grow apart. But whatever happens, though, a soulmate is usually worth the effort. But, you kind of gauge how healthy it is or not to try to put forth that effort. But know this much. It shouldn't be a situation that is abusive or a situation that, destroys you or anything like that. If it is, then maybe it's not for you. But use your intelligence, use your rational side, use your intuition to figure out how do you really feel in this. And, like I said, if it's worth it to you or not. But if it is, if something wasn't working with the way you guys were doing things before, then try a different approach. Because if you keep doing the same things over and over again, you're going to get the same results. And that's insanity. And then you can't sit there and say, well, I don't know why I keep getting the same results, or I don't know why the same thing keeps happening. It's because you keep taking the same approach. Okay? So grow, you guys. Grow spiritually. So that is the Leo reading. This is the final reading for all the January readings for 2018. Next, I'm going to be doing the 2018 readings for all the signs. So look for those to pop up throughout this month. And I'll be doing the drawings and stuff like that too. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, go to prettytarot.com. Otherwise, peace. Love you guys.